Welcome to the set of When I Look Back, I Laugh. It's been quite a journey, actually. This is our 10th anniversary. It's been playing for 10 years. It started in the 1990s, and I've been traveling across Canada using the play as a way to encourage people. Now, let me tell you the early beginnings. Now, When I Look Back, I Laugh started off as a bunch of sermon illustrations. Some of the sermon illustrations were used in, just telling stories. They took place sometimes on farm or pastoral visits. Sometimes they took place just things that happened in our particular home. Sometimes they were little things that would happen along the way. Maybe it was a flat tire or a funny thing the kids had done. I began to take those stories and weave them through my preaching. I was a pastor, and so I had the opportunity to speak a lot. Then what happened was I found that I was in a little small town, and I found that I wanted to write these stories down and to share them in the local newspapers. I must say that I'm not really a good writer, but I did enjoy writing a little bit of satire. As unusual it was for a pastor, I decided to write these stories out. Well, it's interesting, these stories almost became syndicated right across Western Canada, and a lot of local newspapers would pick them up, and I would just keep sending them in. They worked. Now, the stories were about 200 words. They were perfect, which I say, for the average male, because we don't like to read a lot, but just enough before we go to bed. So I had all these little stories that became articles. Well, after a while, I realized I had 30 or 40 of these stories. I put the stories together into a book. And the appropriate title for the book was When I Look Back, I Laugh.